Hello everyone, welcome back on new part. And in this new part, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn about what is the VR and what is the mixed reality and what are the famous devices that is getting used in 2025. So let's start the today video. So friend, here you can see in from first part I shared with you, this is the MetaQuest 3, this is the MetaQuest 3, this is the Pico, this is the Android XR, and this is the HTC Vive, and this is the HoloLens. So, and here is the Apple Vision Pro. And nowadays these are the devices which is running a lot in the market. And why it is running in the market? Because earlier Meta have Meta 1, Meta 2, and their resolution was not very good and they were very heavy. But nowadays they have released the Meta Quest 3s as well as Meta Quest 3. So basically it support the mixed reality and as well as virtual reality. So what is the mixed reality, what is the virtual reality, we will talk about. But first we are talking about the devices. And why we are talking about the Meta? Mostly because Meta and Apple Vision Pro, they have launched these devices, and Apple Vision Pro is very expensive, and Meta Quest 3 in this price range it is really very great device, means you will get a better resolution. So people are mostly talking about the Meta, and they have introduced that thing, that is the Metaverse. So that is not given by, this word is not given by the Meta company. Basically they were earlier Facebook, and after that they acquired the Oculus was another company, and then they changed the name, they call it Meta. And they are extremely dreamed about the Metaverse. So what is the Metaverse? Basically where user can interact with each other, and it will feel that they are visiting it a real time, like we saw each other avatars, we saw everything movement. And slowly but surely in the future you will see that your avatar similar looking like you, yeah, you are interacting with another country people or something, so that will be your avatar. So earlier it is not possible, we were just seeing, means content was delivering to us on the 2D screen, like we are just watching the tutorial on the 2D screen. But in the VR what happens that whenever I am going to use the VR, so I will be immersed in that environment. Like currently I am in this room, and whenever I am wearing the headset, so I will feel that I am in the room, I can left and right, I can look up and down, I can feel, I can grab any object, I can move anything. So that is a very immersive. And there are few issues with it, like nowadays, means earlier this device's weight was very heavy, so it was not very uh, simple to carry that. But nowadays they have make a very smaller, like you can see Meta Quest 3 weight wise is also 30 to 40% down. So slowly in the future you will get that very simple and very lightweight devices, and that will be very easy to use with your immersive environment. So Meta, why I told you that why it is very popular. And similar device, that is the Pico, and it is not Pico 4, but Pico 4 is similar Meta Quest 3 device. And Android XR, it is not launched yet, but Samsung and Google collaborate with each other, and they have created this device. So in the future we will get Android XR, and we are not sure that how much it will be the price, but it is going to best. And in the VR industry, HTC Vive is great. Basically you have to run with the connecting with your wire with your system, so it is important that your system should be heavy. But with this device like Meta Quest 3, Android XR, Pico 4, you don't need the wire device, you don't need to connect with the wire. Same with the Apple Vision Pro, so these device are capable to handle this thing. And here you can see that is the wire, it is for charging, so it is does not necessary to connect with anything. Okay, so that is all about these devices. Maybe in the future you will get much more devices, so let's see what's offering the future. We will see you there. And let's talk about the mixed reality. So first let me give you a brief idea about the augmented reality. So augmented reality, what was happening, like I have the device, you can see my phone, and whenever I was opening the camera, and in real world whenever I was creating something, that was the augmented reality. Okay, so hope you get the idea that you are opening your camera and you are able to create something in your environment. So that is the augmented reality. Virtual reality, I explained to you that you get yourself immersed. And what is the mixed reality? So if you are going back few years back, so you have must have heard the HoloLens was the mixed reality device which was using in the industry to just providing the training, and it was really very expensive, so that was not very easy to afford for the people, but it was mainly afforded by the industry. And here is the HoloLens. Basically, whenever you are going to use it, so in your environment you are going to see something, and you can just grab those things, you can utilize those things, and then you can create some like you can say you can just repair something, or you can just take the training that how something is working. So that was the mixed reality. And in MetaQuest 2 it was not supported very good mixed reality. You will get the gray background, but whenever they released the MetaQuest 3, so they launched the colorful environment like in your environment, and you are able to manage this environment according to your requirement. So that is the mixed reality. So whenever we are going here, let me show you some demo. So here you can see it is also part of mixed reality. Like whenever this MetaQuest device you are going to wear, and if it is not the mixed reality application, so you will see the 3D environment, but whenever it is going on the mixed reality, so these are the camera in your environment, you will be able to create something that will be your mixed reality. So here you can see that these are thing is in your real world, and that is the mixed reality. And one thing that Meta release, it have not been very much, and earlier it was supported in the HoloLens. After that they support in the Apple Vision Pro, and now you can use in MetaQuest 3 device. So this is the for mixed reality and VR. And at one point they have released a great thing, like if you are running in your VR device and you want to convert in your mixed reality, so Meta what have done, they have released the Meta VR motif. So you can just grab that sample, and what happens that from the VR you can convert in the mixed reality, and in the mixed reality you can convert in the VR. So earlier in the MetaQuest it was not possible, but due to this it is possible, and in Apple Vision Pro it was possible. So that was great, but they have also released. So that's a great thing about it, and hope you are understanding what I am trying to get. And you can also ask the question on my Discord channel, and as well as you can also drop the question. I will try to reply as soon as possible. So here is the my nested mango. People ask me the question. Here you can see that somebody asked the question, so I replied to him. So here you can see. So that's great. You can also reach out to me there, and let me show you what are the use cases of the virtual reality as well as mixed reality. Okay, so here is the VR introduction, that is the metaverse. So you can see person is totally immersed in the environment. Same here, as well as here whenever they launch the MetaQuest 3, so they have launched one application. You can go and play. Basically I play in this room, and I was totally amazed with this. Like you will not feel that you are in the any application. I was looking like from my walls there was some these red balls, green balls, you can say birds was getting out, and I had the gun and I was shooting. So I was playing in my room. So that was really great, and that was really very immersive. And here is also a game, so you can just explore. And in the future maybe we do the tutorial, you will also get on the Udemy. Basically we use the Meta XR currently for the VR, but Meta MR we use for the mixed reality. We'll talk about in the future, or in maybe in the next uh, Udemy course. So uh, basically whenever you are going to use, so you will use Meta MR thing, and whenever you are going to use for Unity core stuff, so at that time you have to use AR foundation. So we'll talk about, and you will understand when we should use the Meta MR and when we should use the mixed reality from the Unity. Okay, great. Now it is time to understand. Hope you understand about the VR introduction as well as mixed reality, as well as now we are going to understand the VR use cases. So in VR use cases, what is the VR use case? So basically whenever you are going to use VR or MR, so you can create the medical simulation. Like whenever you are going on the YouTube, you can search and you will get thousands of video that is utilizing the VR capabilities to train their employees as well as their hospital staff to, or their doctors to just perform the operation and how they can take care of the patient. So it is really great thing in the VR industry. So you can create the VR simulation application, and it is industry based, so it's great. And in the education you can use, like whenever it is mixed reality or VR, you can utilize this stuff. Like earlier we were just reading from the books that this is the solar, and this is the satellite, this is the sun, and this is the earth. But now you can visualize in your environment or in virtual world. You can even grab the earth and then move that location. So that's really great and amazing. Like we are able to immerse those environment. We have to not just go in the space and then we can do. That is not the case for now. And in the research industry it is really going great in the virtual reality. So you can also create the VR thing according to research. So basically for this kind of simulation you need some expert. So mainly whenever you are getting this kind of client, so they provide you one expert, and on the basis of that you have to create that stuff. And it is also getting used in the industry, not from today but from, I think, 5 to 10 years back, whenever HoloLens was there. But now we have much more devices to do this task. And from the meta, basically it is very popular term, that is the metaverse. So what is the metaverse? Basically you can go around with your friends and in any virtual environment and talk to them. Then you can sell your object and then buy some object. So you can use the cryptocurrency, but if you're not okay with the cryptocurrency, so nowadays metaverse also using the real money, or you can use the IAP part. So that's great. And in the art, VR is getting lots of use. Like you can take the brush and then you can paint anything, you can create something. And also people are creating art metaverse where they collect their creation and they show to the people. And in the tourism industry, I have not mentioned here, basically I am also creating the VR metaverse tourism. I am from India, so I'm creating India tourism for the metaverse, so people can go and visit some places. So in the future you will also get news that we have just released our VR tourism metaverse. And in the future we will also plan to create some other country, but currently we are focusing on the India. So that's a great thing, and hope you understand, hope you know what is the VR, what are the use cases. And you can also uh, drop the comment that what you are thinking, because it is just, I show you some examples, but it is not a limited. You can create many more stuff, whatever you are thinking that is useful for your society, your environment, so you can create. So that's it for today tutorial, and thanks for watching. See you in next tutorial.